Hello everybody and welcome back to the Guardian Legend. I kinda had some problems with my previous video, so it had to be cut down. However, everything seems to be in order once more, so we can finally take on the rest of the forest area. With the major shooting stage boss dealt with, the rest of this area shouldn't be too much of a problem for us, aside from an actually rather nasty mid-boss that we'll be encountering fairly soon. Other than that, it won't be that much of a problem, aside from a possibly poor sense of navigation. Yeah, that warp panel is where I had actually meant to go. Sorry! See, cut through these guys. Cannot be removed. Dumbass. As for... oh. We're going to need to find a blue lander to help us out. It's kind of funny to see the blue lander in all of these games, because there aren't really that many companies that actually have mascots anymore. The three I can really think of are Atlas, Nintendo, and Sega, and everyone knows Sega's famous mascot, Sonic the Shogun. Oh, I did kind of forget that none of the world bosses in this particular area were in this half of the map, but there was something. There had to be. As soon as I carve through these guys. And here we go. A blue lander. Yeah, counting all of the blue landers you pick up as well as the score thresholds you're likely to hit as you play through the game, you should end up with something like 22 health by the end. Oh. This is a mid-boss room. And, well, it's nothing we haven't destroyed before. Just a couple of these shots and we're good. And our free-range shot has been completely powered up. And here we get something we will actually use in this video, a power-up for our double saber. The thing about the Guardian Legend is that it's slightly unique among shooting games in that it gives you a lot of ways to attack pretty much anywhere on the screen you want. Speaking of nasty world bosses, there's this guy. We can't stand and sword him to death, so we're going to have to do a little bit of kiting in order to wear him down enough. Well, you know, without horribly failing in weapon usage. And it's at about this point I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna grab the sword and see what happens. This might seem a little bit odd, but going down to 0 health doesn't kill you. It's only if you get below 0 health that you actually explode. What we got from that world boss was another another attack power-up. And it's the last one we're actually going to be getting for a good while. At least if I remember these things right, which I rarely do. Even though I play this game quite regularly. And for our troubles, we also get a fire rate up. See, nothing here. I'm not really a fan of the empty rooms in this game. You could at least put some kind of enemy in there or something. Okay, we don't want to be there yet, because we're doing optional corridors first, even though sometimes the optional ones are harder. Thankfully, the corridor rooms are pretty close to each other. Here we go. Okay, those lasers shot by those lobster things can persist rather unfortunately. They still don't do huge amounts of damage, but having them around can restrict your movement if you're in a little bit of trouble. It's a rather unfortunate glitch, but it's not really game-killing. We now have the firepower to actually destroy these blue things. They're not invincible. But they do take a good bit of punishment that's well beyond your reach in the opening stage of the game. It's pretty worthwhile to destroy them. They give like 1,000 points each, and score does matter in this game. Thankfully, the boss is not too difficult, so no matter what happens, we'll be fine. And speaking of... Okay, Fireball is the key to victory. Beam in front, missiles besides. Missiles don't do much damage, so you'll be fine. Now, once those pieces fall off, they do a ton of collision damage, so avoid them. You can avoid the front and roast this boss easily using the side saber like I'm doing, or any other weapon that can keep you out of the line of fire. See, he was no real challenge to us. The corridor is clear. And for our troubles, we get another blue lander. And speaking of our round and ever-present friend, we will need to pay him many, many visits. I grabbed the weapon upgrade here because I'm not entirely sure how many upgrades there are for that in the game, and I am looking to max out all of my weapons, even if I don't especially plan to use all of them. Still locked up. Now, when it says to speak to the round creature, what the game actually means is to enter and exit this room many, many times. Oh, thank you. And here we go for the mandatory corridor of this area. See ya! Unfortunately, I went in without any chips, so my main shot is kinda all clumped together. You see, the higher chip shots are actually spaced a bit more vertically, so it's easier for you to line up and hit things even with high rapid fire. Well, we do get kinda swarmed in the beginning. The enemies here aren't really going to do much damage to us, so we'll be fine. The thing is, the higher speed of this area compared to some others means that power-ups and health might be a bit more difficult to grab. More of these blue mines. All of them destroyed. And not to die. If there's any danger in this area, it's certainly from the stage, because the boss, well... it's a dragon. A most decidedly non-threatening one, because all of its shots are destructible and it deals about 0 damage. Well, not exactly 0, but very, very little. So, pretty much just choose your favorite weapon and open fire. I'm hoping that this was one of the invaders and not cargo, because that would make an awkward gift. See? Nothing to it. We get ourselves a key for coming in. We blow the bejesus out of this corridor, and a useless upgrade. Yeah. Well, next time we will be heading into the next area, the caves. See you then. Bye.